keep it cold, let it go. If you want it, then spin a block, get you some more. Get you some more. Hopped up and got that right off the porch. If we beefing, then I'm at your door like a stork. Like a dork. So look, if you buck, if you ready for cause this can get done like a house full of chores. Mine got ass, we gon' take out the trash. We been mopping up like a floor. What do you do when I just keep it popping? I'm managing while you weak and you watching. If I'm on this gon' hit like a bobbit, they want me.
Basketball fans, please welcome the starting lineup for your Toronto Raptors. At the power forward position, at 6'6" number 11, Jamie Akinda.
And who's struggling out of the gate? What can those teams do to improve?
Here's the starting group for Houston. We've got Anunoby, Naz Reid out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Pritchard in at the two-guard spot. Now here's White. Takes a three. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Wow, what determination. Gilgeous-Alexander fighting through contact for the and one.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
One shot.
And that one misses. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Well, Adebayo is always a threat to dunk it. He's light on his feet and extremely explosive.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Hits it from three-point range. Edwards got 5.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
And Reid has it in the corner. Oh, good on the triple.
Well, they missed one after 4 straight makes. Still a good start to the game.
White drives in, and Pritchard pulls it down.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
SGA against Edwards. It's stolen by Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that could take him off the floor. Not what he wanted right there. 2 fouls in the first quarter.
The Raptors making a switch here. Collier's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Jaquez picks him up defensively. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
In the corner, Canepa with it. And the Raptors miss again.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Jaquez with the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Reed with the ball. And so the ball's out of bounds. Reed touched it last. Here's White. Jaquez outside. Toronto working the ball around now. Collier drains the three-pointer.
And when it comes to Jaquez, his best trait might be his decision-making out in the wing position.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Some big news coming in from around the NBA. We welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's on the phone with the latest story. Shams?
Thanks, Kevin. There's some early season activity going on in LA as the Lakers are already making moves. They've made a blockbuster move. Bringing in a guy like Giannis can change everything for you. You can run the offense through him, foul line down. He's one of the best finishers we've ever seen. Then, of course, there's the defense and rebounding, also elite. You add in the leadership he provides. This deal is a no-brainer.
Thank you, Shams. Great to hear from you as always.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Houston with a big group substitution here. Turner's checked in for Reed. Aaron Gordon comes in for Bam Adebayo. Kennard, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Mitchell in for SGA. Here's Pritchard. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Brooklyn. Kennard on the wing. Shot clock at 6. De Silva with the rebound. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Rockets. Gordon with a screen on dime. Mitchell looking it over. Driving inside. The shot that time, not on target.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Stolen by Gordon. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first. And they double up Gordon. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's the kind of aggression they want to see from Gordon. Force the issue. Make the D think twice about how they're going to guard you.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Houston leading by 3. Here's Kennard, and he banks in the layup.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Barlow. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Tim, of the teams that were not in the playoffs or even in the play-in last season, you can make a case the Raptors among many teams that have a lot of potential to get there this year.
Yeah, I agree, and you could also put the Spurs in that conversation too. But if you're just looking at the East, the Raptors could easily climb back into relevance as their young talent develops.
Knipples checked in for the Raptors. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Marcus Smart's checked in for Pritchard. Turner for three. Knipple with the rebound. Raptors trail by 3. Pass to Collier. Now Carter. Now Knipple. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. 5 to shoot. Top of the key. No good there.
Wait, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Rockets ahead, leading by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. We've got Peyton Pritchard. Adebayo is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Anunoby has the open look. That 3 off the mark.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Here's Knipple. Rockets with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Reid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatchback pull-up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill. And then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Pass to Knipple. Here's De Silva. 3-pointer. And again, no good by Toronto.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now here's Adebayo. De Silva with the rebound.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Raptors making a change here. Edwards is checked in. And then for Houston, Miles Turner, he's checked in for Reid. Aaron Gordon comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Kennard in for Pritchard. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Edwards.
And finally, someone scores.
Points have been hard to come by in this one. Every made basket is huge.
Now, here's SGA. He has 6. Gordon, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent touch around the rim.
Well, that's just too easy for Shea. If he gets that close to the rim, there's no chance.
It seems like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because He thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Derek White's checked in for Collier. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Rockets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
Left side, Edwards. Out to the wing. Here's Kneppel. He's guarded by Anunoby. Outside, White. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Off target with his three. Raptors trail by 5. Outside, Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Kneppel, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
The kick out to Anunoby. Turner with a screen on White. Back to Anunoby. Kneppel with the rebound. Kneppel's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Rockets, Reed, he's checked in for Turner. Bam Adebayo comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Pritchard in for Kennard. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Dunn's checked in for Kneppel. Houston with a big group substitution here. Gordon's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Marcus Smart comes in for OG Anunoby. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Pritchard. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Kessler with it, and it's Reed picking him up. Kessler passes to Edwards. And the Raptors miss again. Rockets leading by 5. Down low. Got a piece of it. Inside. Now White. They could use a bucket. Gets the three-pointer to fall. White's got 5.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
To the inside. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Downright lethal in the pick and roll. Gordon's size and quickness, along with the decision making, it's a tough combination.
Now here's Dunn. Still yet to score. Edwards against Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards passes to White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Edwards against Gordon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gordon's got the lead up to 6 now for the Rockets.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Smart. Outside, White. Dunn right side. Over Kennard. Kessler passes to Jaquez. Off with the layup. He gets it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Houston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Coach Ime Udoka. And, Coach, what are some of the positives that you can take away from that first half?
Our physicality has been good to start. Obviously, a point of emphasis is keeping them under control in transition. We like how we're guarding defensively. Obviously, it is big against this team.
Great start. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Well, I think for Houston, they've had some hiccups early on, but I don't think that takes away from the potential of this team. With their talent and coaching, they can easily mount a challenge for the top spot before it's over.
And now back to the SGA show. I mean, the first half. It really has been all SGA.
It's been all about SGA. This guy's slicing and dicing out there. Great feel for where he can get his shots, and his teammates are looking for him.
Ride it till it breaks. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Jaime Jaquez is out there with Knipple. Then there's Derek White. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Edwards in a two-guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now, here's Adebayo. Kessler with the rebound. Outside Edwards. A three-pointer off the mark. Rockets leading by 4. Here's Pritchard. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Pritchard's got his first 2 points.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Pass to Jaquez. And here's Edwards. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Adebayo with the ball. And Jaquez picks him up defensively.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Here's Knipple. He's guarded by Anunoby. SGA with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, this has been a huge scoring night for Adebayo. And when you consider the elite defense he brings every night, points are a bonus.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. For the Rockets, Turner's checked in for Reed, and it's Kennard in for OG Anunoby. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to White on the wing, Jaquez. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Knipple, and the Raptors miss again.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
SGA with the ball. 10 points for him. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about Adebayo kicking it into high gear offensively?
And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Hey guys, the Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Kevin, back to you.
They've clearly bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. Knipple with the bucket.
Strong work inside by Knipple, proving he's more than just a jump shooter.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Rockets. They've held a 12-point lead early. Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Outside Edwards. Back to White. Now here's Edwards. And again, it's Toronto with a 3.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Turner. Aaron Gordon comes in for Bam Adebayo. Marcus Smart's checked in for Pritchard. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Houston leading by 6. Outside Gordon. Back to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Pass to Reid. For 3, Gordon. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Edwards against Kennard. To the middle, out to White. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Carter with the 3, rebounded by Smart. Rockets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's White, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before, for sure.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Carter outside. Carter sets the pick for White. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Reid with a screen on White. Right side, Reid. Mitchell outside. Gordon with a screen on White. Now, here's Mitchell. Guarded closely. Reid misses.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Some changes for Toronto. Arlo's checked in, and it's done in for Derek White. Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Rockets. Here's Collier, and looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Turner with a screen for Mitchell. Outside Turner. Here's Smart. No good from outside. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
To the paint. Raptors moving the ball around. Down low, Turner with the steal. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. And it's Gordon missing. Pass to Collier. Puts up a deep three. And that one released in time, but no good. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for the Rockets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Rockets leading by 7. And so in the game for the Rockets, Adebayo is out there with Reed. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Here's Adebayo. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Collier. Here's De Silva. Guarded by Reed. Collier. That's good.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Adebayo with the screen undone. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Collier. Raptors trail by 5. Inside. Knipple with the bucket.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, great drive by SGA, and he slams it to finish it.
Here's Collier. SGA defending. Collier. That's good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
SGA against Dunn. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander muscles it in.
And playing through that contact, SGA so tough in the paint.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Some changes for Toronto. Arlo's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Chris Dunn. And a change for the Rockets. Turner's checked in. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
And Allie, thanks so much.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Pass to Pritchard. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Adebayo with the bucket.
What a finish from Bam, a guy who has no issue playing through physical defense.
SGA against Edwards. Over SGA. It's rebounded by Houston. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Turner. Now Pritchard. Now Adebayo. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Carter, the pass to Collier. It's stolen by SGA. Knipple with the rebound. Knipple's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Edwards against Anunoby. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Arlo and Pritchard pulls it down. Houston leading by 7. Back to SGA. Pass to Pritchard. Shoots over Collier. And they recover it.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Houston with a big group substitution here. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Gordon comes in for Bam Adebayo. Marcus Smart's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Kennard in for Pritchard. Now White. Kessler setting the pick for Hackett. It's tipped. Now here's Kennard. Missed on the 3. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
First team foul.
They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And it's blocked by SGA.
That is timing on the part of SGA, protecting that paint.
And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. Jammed in. He was headed straight to the hoop the whole way.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Now here's Gordon. And it's sent back by Kessler. Edwards getting the close range, too.
Such a gutsy player. Edwards wants to be the guy taking big shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And it's good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Oh, here's Edwards. And that one is good.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. White covering. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Houston with a big group substitution here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Reed. Bam Adebayo comes in for Aaron Gordon. OG Anunoby's checked in for Smart. And it's Pritchard in for Kennard. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
You know, and the growth we've seen from SGA over the years has really been incredible, and it's a testament to that work ethic. He puts in the time every offseason to add something.
Now Kessler from 6 feet. Cleared away by Turner. Rockets are gone, 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adebayo. Not gonna go. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. White against SGA. White outside. Launches it. Cleared away by SGA. Turner. So we see the Rockets get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Let's now hear from Allie LaForce, who is courtside with our player of the game.
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
like cake in 82. Then make a bag every day, bringing plates down.
And I fell in love. Yeah, what up? Like, what up? I really know how I feel to take down the...
Like I'm driving down a one-way, it's crazy, I'm flying in these on a bum day. They had a chance, but it shattered with they dumb ways, cause they weak, even on a Saturday and Sunday. They be mad when the street winning, it don't matter, we gon' keep on winning.
We gon' keep on winning.
They be mad when the street winning, it don't matter, we gon' keep on winning.
We gon' keep on.
They be mad when the street winning, it don't matter, we gon' keep on winning.
We gon' keep on.
They be mad when the street winning, it don't matter, we gon' keep on winning.
Keep.
Hey, Echo, turn it up!
Hey, yeah. Brother, tell me what we on, I'm on the same. I plan for cuz ain't nice, but I hate them. I feel the safest when the club let me bring in. Why you wanna see it smile again? Ain't they facing? They don't know that they contribute to the dairy payment. Say she don't around with shit. Think you gon' me for free, what you with? When all the smoke like a... Hold on, brother, chase him. Say my name, I pop up like the boogeyman. The game over, dropping bangers with no hooks. That free my brother Leak. I hate I'm putting money again. If you ain't never calm down, I know. So I approached her with my palm out. Was on that LG in the county ring song. Risk taker, beat that block with 50 on it. Hey, Echo, turn this beat off if I ain't tripping on it. I'm just on it. Not no fool man without no who got little cousin, don't slide but won't. I get that. When this can't seem to shake them clips of horror. Folks told me pull up to AZ, he got the chorus. Stop viding on your war stories, be a whore. Hey, another op, we need some more. We up the most, you know that been a score. 2-1. Yeah. Brother, tell me what we on, I'm on the same. I plan for cuz ain't nice, but I hate them. I feel the safest when the club let me bring in. Why you wanna see it smile again? Ain't they facing? They don't know that they contribute to the dairy payment. Say she don't around with Think you gon' me for free, what you with? When all the smoke like a... Hold on, brother, chase him. Say my name, I pop up like the boogeyman. Game over, dropping bangers with no hooks. That free my brother Leak. I hate I'm putting money again. If you ain't never... Calm down. I know, so I approached her with my palm out. Was on that LG in the county ring song. Risk taker, beat that block with 50 on it. Hey, Echo, turn this beat off if I ain't tripping on it.
Money spread, money spread, money spread. Money spread, money spread, money spread. Money spread, money spread, money spread. I got 150 something. I got 150 something.
back in the building, I kick in the door and I bust up the ceiling. Y'all don't want it, I'm ready, I'm willing. You get him, I got him, I tell him, let's get it. Throw it East Coast on the front of my penny. Charlie just threw me some heat, I'ma send it. If Zell gotta finish him, then you'll be finished. I'm feeling like Juicy, I'm standing on beat. Ultra ground Terminator. Talking to you player haters, what the f is up? All of my be known to get. You know me cause you know my gun. I'm out for the get salty, I'm him up. Insult the fist cause I just ain't a thug. I just wanna have a good time in the club. You don't want no problems, watch a movie for some drama. I'ma call my mama to say, hey yo mama. North Gate, we run this. South Gate, we run this. Lauderdale, Palm Beach, run this. In the bottom of the map where the folks don't go. Hey, laser. I hang in the trenches with my partners, Kyle Skrilla. There's a curry. When I say it's up, it's and that means official. Hey, BK, that be my. I hang in the trenches with my partners, Kyle Skrilla. There's a curry. When I say it's up, it's that means official.
Capping, nothing on criminal. Trying to tap in an asshole with a minimum. I really jerk out these rats in my denim. I think on something I don't feel him. There's a curry little twin trying to pop out. We in the trenches and we got Skrilla. I told him if he come around, we gon' curse out my rats getting bigger. Curse out my pocket getting bigger. In the trench with all of my. There's a curry on the song with laser. We gon' do a show, we gon' pull up for that paper. The twin keep going to go, I don't hate her. Twin said I pushed up on her later. Twin said I open and I send it back later. Look at your jerk, I know you get no paper. We some haters. You got a paper cut, we play on this paper. I know you ain't what you say, you just faking. When it's so it's official. If it's my that can no issue. With my you know we're against you. There's a curry, you know we're against you.
Denzel, that be my. They hate it, but that LV5 and Ultra Run do bigger. I like my with the stripes. I like my gang with that LV tech. My I be my. When I kick that up out, she say ain't go figure. Yeah, Krill is from the top, so he up. We selling out arenas, wish you could. Yeah, it's official. You trying to get me and civil. Like a pencil, can't figure us out like a riddle. Listen, get your super bands and with no hands, it's the Ultra Gram.
Hey, laser. I hang in the trenches with my partners, Kyle Skrilla. There's a curry. When I say it's up, then that means it's official. Hey, BK, that be my. I hang in the trenches with my partners, Kyle Skrilla. There's a curry. When I say it's up, then that means it's official.
Rico's going crazy again.
Look, I like my red bone, cello, light skin, yellow, iced out, hello. I'm the king of New York, mellow, black hair by the Regis and pillow. Ask around, know me, I'm a year boy Ginobili. I like my red bone, cello, light skin, yellow, iced out, hello. I'm the king of New York, mellow, black hair by the Regis and pillow. Ask around, know me, I'm a year boy Ginobili.
I've been so gone, I like red bones, my type, light skin, jello. Be switching sides nowadays on the regular. I never respected it, money over. I know that's everything, money over. I know that's high. Rockin' BBS by Elliot Weathermans. I will never ever give in a wedding ring. On my hip, I ain't fighting them. Chewing on that like a vitamin. Pockets be on E, something they already know, but I'm dropping the T. They making up rumors and lies. Okay, I'm sick and I'm tired. I'm out of fatigue. None of my be mine. They could have been one of yours. They out of your league. I'ma just call her Fatima. Now that ain't really her name, but she for the team. I get flies up like I looted up. All this money you talking ain't new to us. I'm the king of New York and on God. If Pop was alive, it would have been
I
two
like my
of us.
red bone, cello, light skin, yellow, iced out, hello. I'm the king of New York, mellow, black hair by the Regis and pillow. Ask around, know me, I'm a year boy Ginobili. I like my red bone, cello, light skin, yellow, iced out, hello. face like straight from Cali. They get a plate from Sally's. Queen of bluish trial, they set him up. They man is know what I rep, yeah, it's tatted up. You ain't get cause your ain't fat enough. If you talk crazy, yeah, I like my red bone, jello, light skin, yellow, iced out. Hello, I'm the king of New York, mellow. Black hair by the Regis and pillow. Ask around, know me. I'm a year boy Ginobili. I like my red bone, jello, light skin, yellow, iced out. Hello, I'm the king of New York, mellow. Black hair by the Regis and pillow. Ask around, know me. I'm a year boy Ginobili.
Pushing it up in my face. I'm here to make you better. The doctor's here to save the day. I know you're up so early. It takes some time to learn my ways. I promise that I'm better. I'm better off with you, I'll stay. Like a carnivore, holding on to midnight. Like a carnivore, holding on forever. Like a carnivore, let's celebrate. Like a rope and anchor, pulls me to the bottom floor. A feeling so familiar. Haven't I been here before? I know your smile is falling. Pick it up and smile away. A place with you is better. I'm better off with you, I'll stay. Like a carnivore, holding on to midnight. Like a carnivore, holding on forever. Like a carnivore, let's celebrate. Like a carnivore, holding on to midnight. Like a carnivore, holding on forever. Like a carnivore, holding on to midnight. Like a carnivore, let's celebrate.
Before I got money, I wasn't kicking doors, and I'm just being honest. If you want smoke, then we cook up like an omelet. I'm just being honest. Throw me a 60 if I go to. I'm just being honest. I keep a up in case it gets sticky. I'm just being honest. She know that I'm with it. I'm having this chicken, this trick, and I'm just being honest. Who really getting it? Be honest. Hey, posture be giving. Be honest. She real like a. I got rats in the bank and need be hooked like finest. I up in my rank 'cause I got this on them. I think these forgot where I came from, 'cause I got matching with lakefront. I pull up Porsche. I think I'm pockets. I pay all the lawyers free, I'm out the docket. Sleeping and dreaming, talking to the rocket. He told me go up, I told him that I got him. Go St. Laurent, better message what I'm rocking. Yellow the stone, the walking and standing tall, I got it.
I got it, I pick up a aim at the heart, pick up a blitz, pick them apart. I feel like a pit, but all bite, no bark, quit the remarks. Little bitty, glow in the dark, unlimited pooling. When I'm tearing somebody, I'm breathing fire, burning, dragging somebody. If he ain't the homie, they promise I just hand me and get right beside me. I hop in a ride inside us, so hit me behind me, this time in it. That Ricky, no running back and forth. He cracking the. I'm back in the city. I'm headed to only warriors with me. Lord forgive me through whatever endeavors. It's JID, baby. I'm just a few letters. Take a look. I'm about to break a record. Put me in the books. I'm bound to beat the level. All about the effort. I'm putting in legwork. Early in the morning, count money till my head hurt. Being funny, we could put him in a red shirt. Like an Ant-Man Edwards, live in the reg, live in the flesh. I manifest every dollar sign I could collect. I could look in the face of a threat, but never sweat. You sweet, get out of the streets when it's sweet. Swap rides and bring it. So Swiss seats, Tazi coming with Swiss beats. Eating cheese, another day on the east, make them fall to their knees.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.